Hi, I'm Espen Gisvold, and I will take you through the Manchester County Bridge Association's BBO Players Survey. I am a retired IT professional and as such have no credentials from social sciences. So if I get the lingo wrong, blame it on my background from natural sciences or the fact that English is not my first language. Before I come to the actual survey, some context. When lockdown started, it was a scrum to get hosting rights on BBO. And as I have been a member since 2005, and also back in the days a ViewGraph commentator, I was given such rights. As this was a scarce commodity, we decided to use it for the benefit of all the county's members, not only one club. And on the 30th of March, we organized our first event, and I became the accidental organizer. In the coming months, especially two of the county's members, Adam Weisberg and David Tilley, worked their socks off, and we got a lot of the clubs up and running. As a result of this effort, now we have over 400 tables played online across 45 events every single week within the county. If you do want to see the whole report and all the questions asked and all the answers, it can be found on the link shown. Now to the foundings. But before that, just a little warning, because we have to bear in mind that we only got 145 responses from roughly 450 players. So there might be a non-response bias. Prior to our survey, we had no socio-economical data. So we did choose to ask a few questions. The first finding is, as you can see, that we are an old lot. The median age will be somewhere in the early 70s. The median age in the population is just under 50. This should for sure ignite a push for a campaign to recruit younger players. The second finding, we have a great gender balance. It is very much different from when my parents recommenced their competitive bridge back in the 1970s in Norway, where it was 39 men and my mother playing in the club. Thirdly, we attract players of all skill levels. This is encouraging, both when it comes to using online platform as a teaching platform, as well as a competitive platform. If this is representative for the whole cohort of players, the lockdown drove over 300 out of the county's 1,000 or so players to online bridge. The first conclusion I think we can draw is that bridge is important to our members. We are an old bunch, but we did not find it difficult to pick up the skills needed to play online. It might be a myth that the older generation is that computer illiterate. The fifth finding is that the median player in the sample plays some 3.5 sessions a week. This is quite a lot, but we have no way to say if this is more or less than the number of sessions they played weekly face to face. The next finding, the survey was conducted towards the end of the first lockdown, when there still was some idea that face-to-face could start up within months. Still the same, our samples suggest that the take-up of online bridge is here to stay and might well continue after all restrictions have been lifted. Next, roughly half the sample do not really care much about neither match points nor NGS when playing online. We do see a small difference in that people are more indifferent and more against NGS online. Before I go to the summary, just a few words about the non-quantitative questions we asked. We did ask our members what they found most positive and what they found most negative. The things that they found most positive was the convenience of online bridge, the fact that they didn't have to travel, the comfort of playing in their own home, and how available it was at any time of the day. The negative sides of it was the lack of social interactions and contact, and the increased possibilities of cheating. Now to the summary. EBU counties and clubs must focus on recruiting, as we are an old lot. Online bridge is easy to take up and it is popular. Platforms like RealBridge do solve a lot of the issues with cheating, as well as with a lack of social contact. Based on the survey and all the signals I get when playing, the clubs will have to find ways of offering online services after face-to-face bridge starts up. Hybrid solutions are coming. Ideally, hybrid solutions where some players can be in the club whilst others are at home and can play in the same duplicate through integration between, let's say, eScore, BridgeMate and RealBridge. The club would have to have some tablets so that the face-to-face pairs, when moving to a table with a virtual pair, could play them on the tablet offered up by the club. This would also cater for players with mobility issues or other temporary health issues preventing them from coming to the club. Thank you very much.